good. How are you?
I'm good as well. Oh, hi, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Ella. And this is APN.
As many of you know, our clubs have recently started. We have a book club on Wednesdays, a Harry Potter club on Thursdays, and a creative writing club on Fridays.
Wow, those sound interesting.
Yeah, they really do. Are you in any of them?
Yes, I'm in the Harry Potter club, actually.
That's pretty cool. I haven't decided if I'm doing any yet.
Did you know that the school is doing a play called After Hours?
Yeah, I actually got one of the main parts, one of the mannequins. Patty.
I play woman number 5.
That's cool. Many of you are probably wondering what our school play is if there's mannequins in it. This is a play when a small clothing store closes, the mannequins come to life.
This is a comedy that will be sure to make you laugh.
The performance nights are going to be December 10th and 11th at 7 p.m. Make sure to look out for details on that.
Also, a big thank you to the kids who auditioned.
Even if you don't get a big part in the play, you'll still play a big role.
Now on to lunch.
Today we are having Big Daddy's Pizza.
With a side of a salad and sidekick slushy cup.
Enjoy! Again, my name is Ellie.
And I'm Ella.
Hope you have a great weekend.
See you next week.
Hey Jay, I'm Chloe Wilson, and today I am presenting you with a few of the events that occurred on this day in history. To begin with, the Great Chicago Fire began today in 1871, causing devastating damage to a decent portion of the city of Chicago. In the midst of this entire event, 300 people were killed. Moving on to a more positive note, several celebrities, including Bruno Mars, Chevy Chase, Matt Damon, Bella Thorne, CeCe Winans, and R.L. Stine were born today. Happy birthday to all of them. Finally, today is National Heroes Day. If you know a hero, you could try to find a way to appreciate them on this special holiday for serving our country. All of these events have changed our daily lives, whether it was through sorrow, music, or courage. Once again, I'm Chloe. Have a great day, J.A.
Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Joke of the Day. Did you hear about the guy who got his left side cut off? He's alright now.
That was terrible. Hey Jay, I'm Chloe Wilson, and today I am presenting you with the upcoming forecast. Be prepared for today. In the forecast, isolated thunderstorms are expected, so you may want to bring an umbrella or rain jacket. For the next few days after today, partly cloudy weather and relatively warm temperatures in the high 70s and low 80s are supposed to arrive, so there is still nice weather left to enjoy before the gradual temperature drops. On Thursday next week, expect another round of isolated thunderstorms and decreasing temperatures to follow shortly after. With these slight drops, you may want to wear a light jacket. Finally, from Friday to the next Monday, the temperatures will stay in the mid to low 70s until they gradually shift into the high 60s. This was your 10-day forecast with your meteorologist, Chloe. And as always, have a great day, J.A.
Hi, I'm Prince Rady,
I'm Mr. Alexander.
and this is the free interest segment. This is question of the day. What was the craziest experience you've experienced as a teacher?
Boy, that's a good question. I'll tell you, in my old school that I taught at, sometimes teachers leave their phones on their desk. A student came to my desk while I was in the classroom and took my phone, and I went to look for it after class and it wasn't there, and my phone got stolen during class, which was wild. I asked the class, I was like, hey, if anybody has information, this would be great. And until then, we're just kind of lock things down a little bit. One of the students' older brothers worked for like the community newspaper, and he wrote this story like Mr. Alexander is a teacher who's locking down the class because he thinks his students stole cell phones. So it was a real weird and bad situation. Definitely wasn't exciting for me to be a teacher.
Eventually, did they like confess who it was?
So yeah, it had it locked, right, with a password, and so they couldn't figure out the password, so they passed it off to a friend. They're like, you gotta return this. And so they passed it off to me. He's like, here's the phone, Mr. Alexander, like 3 days later. And I was like, okay, where was it? He was like, I don't know, I found it in the gym. So, yeah, eventually I did get it back, eventually.
Eventually, did you find out who it was?
No, never did. I mean, teachers have their suspicion. Teachers know. But hey, you know what? There's no proof. What are you gonna do? That was my fault. I left it on my desk. Stupid move.
Alright, that was his turn. Bye.
Hi, I'm Piper and this is Mrs. Unger, and I'm here to ask her, what is the weirdest excuses you have heard for someone being absent?
Well, we've had some pretty crazy reasons why kids aren't here. I know one time somebody had to stay home because their pigs got loose, and so they had to help like chase the pigs and round them up. This one time, this girl's dog got sprayed by a skunk, so she smelled like a skunk, and she tried to come to school, but it smelled bad, so she had to leave. But we've had a lot of wild excuses.
Hi, I'm Hunter Reed, and this is Mr. Krebs. What is the funniest experience you've had as a teacher?
Oh man, funniest experience. There's been a lot of them. Couldn't forget the Mrs. Unger hot dog incident, or maybe the great ghost pepper incident of 2017. But I think overall as a whole, my funniest memories all involve teaching Connor Oates. Connor Oates had a lot of funny times, so that would be my funniest experience as a teacher, I think.
I'm here with Mrs. Hall, and I'm going to ask her, what's the worst science project that's gone wrong?
It was when I was teaching 8th grade over at Canaan, and they were working on electricity projects, and a young man decided to use a power saw. It was a circular saw, and he wasn't being supervised, and he almost cut off his thumb. He was our quarterback, and I still see him around town, and I know in my heart I didn't have anything to do with that, but it still bothers me, so I would say that's the very worst thing that's ever happened.
Did he have to go to the hospital for it?
He had to go to the hospital, he had to have stitches, and he's doing okay now. It's something that still bothers me to this day.
Yeah, I would think so.
Hi, I'm Mr. Peck.
And what is the worst thing that's happened to someone's art project?
Well, I have two answers. When we do clay projects, unfortunately, sometimes some of the clay projects explode in the kiln when I cook them. So like, kids spend all this time making projects and then they heat up too fast, or they're not dried out enough, and they blow up into a million pieces, and that's pretty terrible. And they can't be fixed. And I've also had somebody draw a really nice picture of a race car, and then another student drew a face on the front of it and said, "Hey, look, it's Lightning McQueen." So they kind of ruined their project by putting a face on it. But
Was the other student mad that he did it?
it's a long story, yes. They were pretty disappointed.